Thank you for inviting me to speak to you today. I pay my respects to the Ngunnawal people, the traditional custodians of the lands on which I stand as I record this message. I also pay my respects to the Wurundjeri people, on whose lands you meet today, and upon which much of my electorate of Hawke is located. I'm sorry that I'm unable to attend in person due to the sitting of Parliament, but I'm happy I could record this message for you. This is the first Aged Care Quality and Safety Commission conference held since the Prime Minister asked me to serve as the Minister for Aged Care and Seniors. Since taking over this role, I've been pleased to see the productive and collaborative working relationship shared by older people, providers, workers and unions, and the Commission. I intend to contribute to and share in this relationship as an effective and consultative minister. We all have an important role to play as the new Aged Care Act comes into effect, alongside a new regulatory regime from the 1st of November this year. Working with the sector to ensure that providers can fulfil their obligations will be key to the success of the government's aged care reforms. Together, we'll continue to build a high quality, respectful, and sustainable system that puts older people at the centre of their care. As you're aware, the commencement of the new Aged Care Act has been briefly deferred from the 1st of July to the 1st of November this year. This was not a decision that we took lightly, but rather one that reflected the feedback that we received from older people, from workers, and from the sector. Change of this magnitude takes time. How we deliver, fund, and regulate aged care is changing, so it's important that we get the details right. Providers told us that they needed more time to prepare for the changes that'll come in with the new laws, so that the transition is as smooth as possible for the older people in their care. The deferral will allow more time for aged care providers to prepare their clients, support their workers, and get their systems ready for the changes. It'll also give us more time to finalise key operational and digital processes. While our primary focus this year will be on delivering these significant changes, I want to emphasise that the 1st of November does not mark the end of aged care reform, but rather the beginning of transformative improvements to aged care in Australia. This includes the introduction of the Support at Home program to better support older people to live in their homes for longer, a new regulatory framework that aligns with the rights-based foundation of the new Act, and a continued focus on safety, quality, and accountability. The Commission remains a central part of the new system and will take action where quality or safety is at risk. They'll respond proportionately to concerns, focusing on improvement, and they'll support providers to meet their new responsibilities. The Aged Care Quality and Safety Commissioner has been a key part of the Aged Care Transition Task Force, working with government and the sector to oversee the rollout of these changes. The Transition Task Force remains focused on helping you prepare and succeed. Focus areas for the Transition Task Force include identifying issues related to design and implementation of the aged care rules, funding and fee structures, data and digital readiness. We want to make sure that every aged care worker and provider, regardless of size or location, has the tools to meet the expectations of the new system. We'll use the next few months to help aged care workers and providers to understand, prepare for, and learn about new ways of working so they can continue to provide safe and quality care for older people as we move to the new Act. Of course, reform is not possible without a workforce that is supported, respected, and fairly paid. And that's why the Labor government has invested $17.7 billion to increase award wages for aged care workers. Thanks to these investments, registered nurses working in aged care on the award wage are $430 a week better off. Enrolled nurses are $370 a week better off. And personal care workers are $320 a week better off. Our reforms have attracted almost 16,000 new workers to the home care sector, and our workforce development programs are improving career pathways for nurses and other care workers. We ask you, as providers and employers, to continue supporting and building the capability of your workforce. That means investing in training and professional development of staff and creating the kind of culture where aged care workers want to stay and grow their careers. The theme of this conference, Rights and Regulation, reflects the direction of reform. Everyone benefits when the rights and choices of older people are put at the centre of care. Now, that'll only be possible when providers build strong organisational governance to enable safe, quality services and invest in their internal capability. Over the past few years, the Labor government has worked closely with older people, their representatives and the sector to design the new Act. This collaboration will continue. I've been out visiting aged care services all across the country, listening to older people, to their representatives, to workers and unions, and of course providers, about how the changes will affect them. I'm very confident when I speak to them that we're in a strong position to deliver real and lasting change. With your leadership, your investment in people, and your commitment to providing quality care, we can deliver the system that older people deserve. I want to thank you for the work that you do. With your help, I look forward to continuing to strengthen our aged care system for older people, for workers, and for providers alike.